And those that seem to understand that have taken control of the matrix by taking control of your perception, how you're perceiving things. So if you'd like to test this matrix boundaries in a tangible, testable, and retestable way, this is all you have to do. Don't follow the script. You're playing a character, but who's writing the character? You have the power to write your character, and I'm going to prove it to you. And this is all you have to do. The next time you are in a situation to where you normally respond a certain way, it could be when you're angry or when you're experiencing money or financial situations or relationship situations, or you're in a situation with a particular group of people or individuals, and you have a conditioned response. You walk into it going, oh, I already know that they're going to behave this way. What I want you to do is I want you to first, this is our first practice, and I'll give you another one. But our first practice will be this. When you are ready to respond the way the matrix wants you to respond, your emotion, if it makes you angry and you feel like you have to, I want you to do the total opposite. I want you to do something totally separate from what the situation is telling you. And I want to give you an example. I was a photographer for Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And I worked one of the biggest lots in Las Vegas by myself doing all the photos. And I was very efficient. I knew how to do the job well. I've worked in film for a long time, and so my efficiency was very high. They, for some reason, my own mental perception, they had it out for me. So one day in particular, I come into the skyboxes where the salespeople are, and the main sales supervisor in that area also dealt with me for the pictures. And one day he called me in and he tried to, I guess, berate me in front of people and saying things in an unprofessional manner and completely unnecessarily. My reaction initially inside was to become upset because I knew I was doing a good job and I felt like I wasn't being recognized for it. But I knew this secret now, and I wanted to test it, and it was the perfect opportunity for me to do so. And in that moment, instead of going after him and saying, this is unfair, I don't like what you're doing, this, you shouldn't do this to me, and these other things, and look at all the work I've done, instead I said, sometimes the sun shines and there's still clouds. And in that moment, the entire sales box froze. They were on calls, they were making calls, they were moving around, laughing, talking, and they was listening to the scolding, having their little snickers, and all of a sudden everyone froze. It got quiet for about 2 seconds or so. No one said nothing. He just looked at me stuck. And then all of a sudden he just laughed and smiled and said, hey, okay, man, have a great day. And everybody started laughing and going about, and I just walked out the door and I was looking back going, it's true. It works. This is a very powerful technique to show you that you are in a matrix, but it's not what they're trying to convince you.